You launch off from the station on Earth tomorrow. The rations you and your crew have been given are enough to survive the whole journey to Pluto and back. But the question is, will you?
The second stage tanks now pressurized. 35 seconds and counting. We are still 30 seconds and counting. Astronauts report it feels good. T-minus 25 seconds. 20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
After 5,160 long days, your crew have finally reached the sun. The scientists have found a method to control the 10 million degrees of heat radiating on the outer surface of the sun for your ship. The sun is one of the many trillion stars in our universe. It is composed of 92.1% hydrogen and 7.8% helium. The mass of the sun is 330,000 times the mass of our planet, which therefore leads to planets, such as Jupiter and Saturn, being attracted in orbit around the sun due to Newton's law of universal gravitation, which states that any two bodies in the universe attract each other with a force that is directly proportional to the product of their masses, and inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them. Without our sun, we would die, since the sun is our source of energy for animals, plants, and us humans. "86 days ago, you left the sun and have now arrived at Mercury. Mercury is the smallest planet in the solar system and is also the closest one to the sun. Despite Mercury being the closest planet to the sun, Mercury has temperatures ranging from negative 173 degrees Celsius at night to 427 degrees Celsius during the day at some equatorial regions. It has been heavily cratered and is noted by many that Mercury has some resemblance to the Earth's moon, which indicates this planet has been geologically inactive for many years. In less than a few months, it will be 24 years from when you last left the station back from Earth, if you still can remember. You remember only brief glimpses of your family, your home, what the sun looked like on Earth. You've just arrived in Venus, though, to celebrate an early birthday. But it's not the best way to celebrate. Venus has been described as a devastated planet. It was thought to be once teeming with life and lush greenery. But scientists think the sun's heat vaporized many of its oceans and demolished its beauty. Venus has surface pressures over 90 times higher than the Earth's, with a thick atmosphere mainly composed of carbon dioxide. It is the hottest planet in the solar system, with an average temperature of 462 degrees Celsius. You're eager to return back home, back to your house, back to where you came from. But is it all still there? Your home, your family? You've traveled 150 million kilometers in your short life. However, you know that the journey is not even halfway through. It's been 28 years, longer than you expected. But fortunately, you won't be hovering in orbit around Earth. You will be going back to Earth. And in another week, you'll be forced into space again.
The Earth is the third planet from the Sun, the densest planet in the solar system, the largest of the solar system's 4 terrestrial planets, and the only celestial body known to accommodate life. The Earth's biodiversity has evolved over hundreds of millions of years, expanding continually except when punctuated by mass extinctions. It is home to over 8 million species, and there are over 7.2 billion humans who depend upon its biosphere and minerals.
Second stage tanks now pressurized. 35 seconds and counting. We are still go 30 seconds and counting. Astronauts report it feels good. T-minus 25 seconds. 20 seconds and counting. T-minus 15 seconds. Guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
Mars is the 4th planet from the Sun and the 2nd smallest planet in the solar system after Mercury. Named after the Roman god of war, it is often described as the red planet because the iron oxide prevalent on its surface gives it a reddish appearance. Mars is a terrestrial planet with a thin atmosphere, having surface features reminiscent both of the impact craters of the Moon and the volcanoes, valleys, deserts, and polar ice caps of Earth. The rational period and seasonal cycles of Mars are likewise similar to those of Earth, as is the tilt that produces the seasons. Jupiter is the 5th planet from the Sun and the largest planet in the solar system. It is a gas giant with mass 1,000th of that of the Sun, but is 2.5 times the mass of all the other planets in the solar system combined. Jupiter is classified as a gas giant along with Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Together, these 4 planets are sometimes referred to as the Jovian or outer planets. The planet was known by astronomers of ancient times. The Roman named the planet after the Roman god Jupiter, the king of the gods.
Saturn is the 6th planet from the Sun and the 2nd largest planet in the solar system after Jupiter. Named after the Roman god is agriculture. Its astronomical symbol represents the god's sickle. Saturn is a gas giant with an average radius about 9 times that of Earth. While only 1/8 the average density of Earth, with its large volume, Saturn is just over 95 times more massive. Uranus is the 7th planet from the Sun. It has the 3rd largest planetary radius and 4th largest planetary mass in the solar system. Uranus is similar in composition to Neptune, and both are of different chemical composition to the large gas giants Jupiter and Saturn. Thus, astronomers sometimes place them in a separate category called ice giants. Uranus' atmosphere, although similar to Jupiter's and Saturn's in its primary composition of hydrogen and helium, contains more ices such as water, ammonia, and methane, along with traces of hydrocarbons. It is the coldest planetary atmosphere in the solar system with a minimum temperature of 49 K.
Here you are at Neptune, the last planet of our solar system. It is the fourth largest planet with diameter and third largest in terms of mass. Its mass is up to 17 times that of Earth, slightly more massive than Uranus. Many note that there is a great resemblance between Uranus and Neptune. They are roughly the same size and diameter, and they have the same core makeup, which is primarily composed of ice and rock. Neptune's atmosphere is composed primarily of hydrogen and helium, along with traces of hydrocarbons and possibly nitrogen. From satellite images, Neptune may seem relatively calm, with no feature distinctions within its body. However, Neptune's atmosphere is notable for its active and visible weather patterns. Winds in Neptune can speed up to 2,100 kilometers per hour. Neptune, being so far away from the Sun, is one of the coldest places in the solar system, with temperatures dropping to negative 218 degrees Celsius, while temperatures at the planet's core are approximately 5,000 degrees Celsius.
Pluto was reclassified as a dwarf planet in 2006, a change widely thought of as a demotion that has attractive controversy and debate. American astronomer Percival Lowell first caught hints of Pluto's existence in 1905 from old deviations he observed in the orbits of Neptune and Uranus, suggesting that another world's gravity was tugging at them from beyond. Pluto has been estimated diameter less than 1/5 of Earth, or only about 2/3 as wide as Earth's moon. Pluto's surface is one of the coldest places in the solar system at roughly minus 225 degrees Celsius.